We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
What's up, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, you know what I want you to do. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. All right, we're going to start off with injuries. Game time decision is Mitchell Robinson. We all know he's been dealing with that knee injury. He's been out for the last 9 games. Cam Reddish is also a game time decision. Honestly, I don't think he'll play. I'm just saying I'm not. Don't. It's not written in stone, but he's dealing with a groin injury in his right groin injury. Chris Paul is out. Hill and Cam Johnson is out. In my last video, well, Cam Johnson is dealing also with a knee injury. I was talking about in my last video. I wanted to see Julius Randle and Cam Johnson. The last time they played, I think it was last year, March 24th. It got into a little well this year, but last season it a little got heated between them two. So I wanted to see how that would wind up, how the game would be like with them. Um, the Knicks come into this game eighth in the division, and Suns is fourth. I got three keys, so you can really say four, but my three main keys on the Knicks can beat how the Knicks can beat the Phoenix Suns. I'll get down later, but I want to run through some stats before I get there. It's gonna be a quick video, you know what I'm saying? It's an early game, and I got my New York Jets coming on, so I'm about to prepare to get hyped for that, for us to take down the Patriots. The Knicks can exploit the fact that and I'm gonna say this: the Knicks they're in the pace division. In the pace department, the Knicks have a better pace in the game. We at ninth, 100%, 1.1. You want to say that the Suns is at 96.3. They rank 27th in the league in pace. The Knicks is at ninth. So we can get this pace up. That's one. That's one way we can beat the Phoenix Suns. Um, Another thing is, which is strange, the Phoenix Suns is not playing well at home. They have a home and away record of put like this away and home record of 7-1. They get busy away from home, but at home they have only won one game so far. The New York Knicks actually have a better home record this year than on the because last year the Knicks played better away from home than they did at the Garden. Right now we 4-5. We got 4 games away and 5 at home. The last 10 games in New York Knicks is 5 apiece. And same as the Suns, we both coming off a 1 game losing streak. Um, this game, we don't need Randall to drop 31 points, 40 points. We don't need him to do nothing like that. But what we do need him really is not turn the ball over, play with a little more composure in this game, not get too. I know that last game with the Golden State Warriors, for some reason, he had a very efficient game, but sometimes he looked lost. But I guess that's his expressions throughout the way he played games. Sometimes them eyes, so I guess that's why he be meditating on the side. He just look out of the game sometimes. But we're gonna need him to take care of the ball. We know, and I know a lot of people, don't like Randall and they want him off this team. I'm one, but not right now. He's one of our best players, but he is guaranteed to get us at least 15 to 16, 17 points. And I'll tell you why that's why. I'll go over to the player stats in a minute. Brunson's going to have the game come to him. We know Brunson been everything as advertised, but there has been nights when he's been off, and I think that's because he's forcing the shot a little bit too much, and teams are doing a little more scouting. They know that once he get in the paint, he's not really looking to pass the ball. So when he get in that paint, he's going to have to pass the ball out real quick. So in other words, he's going to have to get his teammates involved quickly and more involved quickly in the game in the first quarter before he decides to take over the game. And last but not least is Barrett. Now, these are not the keys to victory, but these are what the Knicks need to do to win. Also, Barrett needed just to have a good game. He don't have to drop 25. I'll settle for 15, 16, 17 points. And yes, he have been getting 20 points and 18 points in his last 2 previous games, but they was very inefficient points. He was something like 4 for 18, 9 for 22. I'm not correct, so you don't take me quote, but he was shooting very bad. It was very off. and he basically got his points from the free throw line, and he missed a few crucial free throw lines, which could have cost us a game in a couple of victories. But he just gonna need to have a good game, or efficient game, um, on offense and defense. Now let's get to the three keys I think the New York Knicks need to do to beat the Phoenix Suns. First, don't double team Booker. Like I said in all my other videos, the Knicks have a tendency to double team everybody. Let's be honest, but they concentrate so much on the star of the team that other guys, low level guys, have spectacular games and career highs. So what we got to do is put a man on Booker and play D. He beat you. He beat you. But for us to win, we can't let nobody else beat us. Because like I said, um, um, Chris Paul is not playing, so we're gonna see who take over them the point guard duties. I don't think they're gonna be as efficient as Chris Paul, whoever it may be. Um, Second key to beating Phoenix Suns, in my opinion, is to keep Ayton out of the paint. That's one good thing. That's, excuse me, not a good thing, but that's one thing they have to do. Because Peyton, Ayton really is not a perimeter scorer. He gets most of his points off of lobs and putbacks and hooks. I mean, he's not just a dunker, but if you can keep him outside the paint and make him shoot 15 footers, you have a good chance of slowing him down. He's not averaging that many points this season, so we should be able to keep him out of the paint, and we should be able to win this game also. All right. And like I said, with the New York Knicks always concentrate third and last. Um, like I said, the New York Knicks always do when they come and play stars. They seem to double team everybody. Well, they don't have to double team Miles. I'm about to say McBride. I really want this guy on the court. They don't have to Miles Bridges. They don't have to double team Miles Bridges, but they can't let Miles Bridges have a career night or go over his averages. He's averaging somewhere around 14 and 15 points. I'm gonna get to these stats just in a minute so that we can, talk about that as well. But let's get to the stats, like I said, because like I said, I gotta get ready for my Jets. The two key players in this game, as I said, I didn't speak about it, but you heard me talk about Bronson. Bronson, he don't have to score that many points, but what I want him to do is get everybody else involved. For Phoenix Suns, Booker. Booker's the man. We all know who's the man. Even if Chris Paul was there, he would be the man. But if we can concentrate on the other guys on the team, let Booker get his points, we can walk away victorious. It's not like even though they're fourth in the East, the West, they don't have a real good record, you know what I'm saying? They just barely fourth, to be honest with you. Now let's get over to them stats. Points per game. The Knicks are at 13th and the Phoenix Suns are 9th. The Phoenix Suns come into this game scoring 115 points a game, whereas the New York Knicks is 113. Like I said, let's get over to the stats. Yeah, and the pace. That pace, if the Knicks can get that pace up and keep the pace going, we should be victorious. Like I said, the Knicks is 9th in pace and the Suns are 27th, actually tied in 27th. Rebounding, the New York Knicks is 3rd and the Suns is 25th. Like I said, we can keep Ayton out the paint. We can control the boards. That'll be more points. We just got to make sure we getting defensive rebounds and not giving away too many offensive rebounds as well. But if we getting defensive rebounds, that means we're stopping them from scoring. Field goal percentage, the New York Knicks is 26, shooting 44.8%, whereas the Phoenix Suns is 9th, shooting 47.5%. We're going to have to be on our heels. And the thing, like I said, you always hear me complain about Tom Thibodeau defense. Well, he's going to have to stop dropping the defenders too far back. He's going to have to stop double teaming and stop trapping, get the players in the right position. And like I said, we will win this game. When it comes to assists, the Phoenix Suns is 27th. They're averaging 27.5 assists a game. They're 7th in the league. The New York Knicks are 19th, where we average 23.9 assists a game. We got to get that up. Like I said, we have more motion. You know what I'm saying? Teams are just moving moving the ball around on us and scoring that well. So the Knicks is going to have to pass the ball if we want to be victorious in this game. Steals per game, the New York Knicks is 13th, whereas the Suns are 8th with 7.8 steals per game, where the New York Knicks is 7.5 blocks. The Knicks are 19th with 4.9 blocks a game, and the Phoenix Suns are 8th with 5.6 blocks a game. You're going to have to let RJ Barrett going to have to take care of that ball. Like I said, when he drive to the rim, he going to have to get more height on them layups and stop going into the hole with 4 people or 3 people in the hole. That's another thing. If RJ Barrett want to have an efficient game, he going to have to take better shot selections. I mean, I don't mind him driving. He do get to the free throw line a lot, but he got to when he get to them fouls, you got to make sure it counts. I want an and one. I want an and one. 3-point percentage, the New York Knicks is 29th, shooting 31.7% from downtown. Phoenix Suns come in at 9th, shooting 37.5%. And we all know how the New York Knicks have been getting beaten on the deep ball lately. And which is funny because when they started off the season, we was like ranked 5th in defending the 3. And as the games went on, our percentage dropped down. And I blame this on the coach, and I blame it on the style of the defense because the dropping the defenders too far back into the paint. We don't have to pack the paint so much, and we pack the paint damn near on every game, every team, no matter who we play, no matter what their percentage is from downtown, perimeter, or even in the paint. We pack the paint and we double team, which is going to leave a lot of 3-point shooters open. Back in the day, it would have been a deep 2, but nobody takes deep 2s. The only time you see a team or a player take a deep 2 is when the shot clock is running out. If the player's that far back, they're taking a 3-point shot. And why not? So we got to stop dropping our defenders so far back. Free throw percentage, the Knicks are 8th at 79.8%. And did I go over that? I don't know, but I'm going to go over it again. And then the Phoenix Suns is 4th with 83% shooting from the free throw line. The Knicks going to have to cut the foul down. You know, this should be a game. I thought the Golden State game was a winnable game, but this should be a game the Knicks can win. 2 key players are missing. DeAndre Ayton is playing. He's not playing like the player I'm used to seeing. He's playing like he wish he had got a contract somewhere else. So this is a game the New York Knicks can come in and win, but the coach had to come prepared. He had to have the team prepared. He had to be ready to adjust, and he got to stop the trapping, especially trapping plays that don't need to be trapped. All right, so y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And as usual, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.